Accused of a bias crime after police say that he directed racial slurs at several people and attacked a man, made his first appearance at a Multnomah County Justice Center today. Let's get right out to Fox 12's Pauline Aguilar, who was there for his arraignment.
Riel, a bias crime is just one of several charges that Corey Necessin is facing. In court today, he stated that he wanted to go to a mental health hospital several times. And Peyton Thomas, the man he is accused of attacking, also made an emotional statement. 42-year-old Corey Necessin was arraigned today on multiple charges, including aggravated harassment, felony assault, and bias crime.
But this man really tried to take my life.
Police say just before 2 p.m. on Saturday, Portland Fire and Rescue responded to Northwest 6th Avenue and Gleason Street after Necessin allegedly lit clothing on fire. While firefighters extinguished the fire, Necessin is accused of yelling racial slurs at Peyton Thomas and started a fight with him. That's when Necessin allegedly bit Thomas and cut him with a pair of scissors in the back of the ear.
Just cleaned out the wound, put some antibiotics on it or whatever. But my wife is the one that patched me up all the way to close it, because anytime I touched my ear or whatever, it was too much pain, so I had to stabilize it.
In court, Necessin stated multiple times that he wanted to go to a mental health hospital.
I can't feel it, but can you send me to a hospital?
And Thomas was also in the courtroom.
My emotions after seeing him in court, yeah, it's like I relived the moment. I had somebody allegedly from the district attorney's office ask me how would I feel if they let him go. I'm not cool. I'm not. He just needs to be dealt with.
But emotions were high.
Why did that man look at me like he wanted to hurt me?
Because you did it to me.
Necessin, appearing agitated, interrupted Thomas while he was making his statement, then ducked down to hide.
Mr. Necessin,
I'm sorry.
You're going to need to be quiet and
That's what he said.
Speak.
Thomas says this isn't the first time Necessin has made racial remarks. Police say just before the incident, Necessin chased after a mixed-race couple.
An interracial couple just happened to walk by, going down the street. He started making slurs toward them.
PPB says they've seen an increase in bias crimes over the years.
It's going to get worse unless people address the situation.
Police asked that the couple who were also called racial slurs to come forward. Reporting in Southwest Portland, Pauline Aguilar, Fox 12 Oregon.